Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dr. Clarence. I need HIV and Adolescent Workshop and Virology Education 2020. And on behalf of other colleagues, I'll be talking on the use of an SMS messaging platform in COVID-19 pandemic to know participant well-being, the gap year cluster and my trial experiences. So in terms of the background, we know that the emergence of the COVID-19 pandemic has created unprecedented stress among adolescents, where face masks is becoming a compulsory dressing attitude to reduce COVID-19 spread, social distancing and lockdown of social amenities to reduce gathering and spread of COVID-19, and in some circumstances, sporting events are even held without spectators. And also the increasing um, death and infection in our community has caused confusion, depression, and uncertainty among the future of adolescents and increasing orphanhood. In terms of the method, in terms of the study objectives, we know that there is lack of data on maintaining communication with adolescents, their parents, and study participants more broadly during a global pandemic. So we sought to get a snapshot and describe the views of adolescents and their parents' well-being who were part of an ongoing trial during the COVID-19 pandemic in South Africa. So in terms of the method, we should know that the gap year study is a 4-year asset building program aimed at empowering adolescent girls, health, education, social, and economic assets, and also shifting positive gender attitudes among adolescent boys as they progress in education. So this study was conducted in 2 provinces, 3 townships, and in 26 schools in South Africa. So just by default, during the enrollment of the gap year participant, we collected phone numbers of the parents of the learners and created an open access SMS free platform for weekly information and interaction with adolescent parents with regards to the progress of the study. So in terms of the SMS delivery approach and method, so during the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown, the gap year decided to use the SMS platform from March to July 2020, which was actually the peak of the epidemics, to leverage and share materials, information on COVID-19, including and not limited to COVID-19 prevention. We had information on gender-based violence, food security, helplines, safety helplines, mental and health services, community-based organization providing services to adolescents in our communities. So the data was then generated and coded and grouped into teams. But I would like to emphasize here that we should note that the resending of the SMSs to parents' phones was based on the replies and urgent need and the responses gathered from the previous responses. So in terms of the results, we sent out closely 10,000 SMSs, which translates to 9 SMSs per parent, and we had a good number, that's 95% delivered to parent phones. And we had 102 responses. And we should note here that the SMSs were used as push messages. Therefore, responses were not required as a measure of success in this study. So some of the emerging themes that we got were, in terms of prevention compliance, we are very safe and now used to washing our hands. In terms of well-being, we are very healthy and safe as a family. In terms of food security, we are fine, but my parents cannot afford the food because we must eat and day and night. In terms of feeling of anxiety, I'm scared to send my children to school because of the coronavirus. So in conclusion, we can say that An SMS platform is an alternative good method for the following reason: reaching study participants early and often during a pandemic, sharing resources where restriction and lockdown are imposed, knowing participant well-being, promotion and awareness to services such as gender-based violence, COVID-19, security helpline numbers, mental health and safety advice, relief organization in the community. However, we should note here that this method relies on responses to guide the content of future messages and strong linkages to resources. Therefore, further research is required to retrospectively assess family experiences during pandemic lockdown. So in terms of acknowledgement, I would like to thank the reproductive health, especially the PI of this study, Professor Saika Molek, and also the co-PI, Nicolette Naidu, the Gabier study team, the parents and the learners, and then the founder, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. If you need further information, please you can contact me on the email as indicated below. Thanks.